Good afternoon, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the first of this year's 2024, live from the filter shed. Other than the sneaky little PP one that we did a few weeks ago, this is going to be the official kickback into the season's koi pond appreciation for people, viewers and subscribers alike to come join me in your filter sheds on your Sunday afternoons to go through what you do on your regular maintenance, or just have a nosy and have a chat. If anybody would like to join me this afternoon, please feel free to drop on the little link just posted up there at the top of the comments box and come along and showcase your ponds. Let's have a look at some of your koi. Let's see what they look like now your gardens are kicking off into spring and hopefully looking a bit more tidier than what mine does, because right now my lawn looks a bit worn thin. Everything's starting to bud up, kicking off a little bit, but we're not looking 100% tip-top shape back into a bit peed off of the lawn, to be fair, because I spent a long time last year digging all that up and putting a little big patches back in, and most of those areas are now died off again. But they'll come good. It's grass, it's a weed, and it? You can't really kill the stuff. Even when you want to kill it, you can't get rid of it. Let's have a quick flick through the comments. We've got Jigs Mountain View. If you haven't checked out his channel, guys, swing by if any of the admin are on, could drop him a link in there. That'd be great. To let's see if we can give Jigs a bit of a lift with his channel. Hope you well, mate. How's it going over there in America? Gwen Gamble says, hi everyone with a wave. Thanks for joining us, Gwen. Rick's Koi Pond, afternoon buddy. Afternoon mate, how you doing? Jigs Koi Pond with a thumbs up. Bubble and Fins with afternoon everyone. DT, who is actually outside of his pond right now, which could actually join us while he's doing what he's doing. Doing a little bit of work on the pond. We've got Umber Koi, afternoon all. Afternoon mate, hope you're well. Oh crap. I just fast forwarded through a whole load of comments then. This is one thing on your mobile phone, this is proper dodgy. We've got and a Cowboys hat from Jigs, Marcus and Cody's koi. It says, afternoon everyone, thanks very much for joining us, bud. If you want to showcase your pond mate, show us what you've got going on. Music is like an old western where the cowboy is riding his trusty steed into the sunset. It is a bit, isn't it? Oh, I quite like it. It's nice for a Sunday afternoon. Clive Steers says, Greeting Earthlings. Nanu, nanu. Weekend Koi says, Weekend Koi says, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Budget Pond Keeper says, afternoon, guys and all. Now then, where did you... I was trying to think. I cleared my messages, Chris, in the DKF chat. If you could do us a huge favour, mate, drop us a message again where you got those spotlights from, because I've got 4 around my pond, which are those little lantern things, but they're crap. They're already absorbed water into them and don't work and don't light up anymore. Mr. Butler says, afternoon people, how you doing, bud? Paul Hutchinson says, afternoon with a wave. DT with a laugh my ass off. Oh, I've done it again, god damn it. Jigs with a cheers, Gaz, mate, you're welcome, bud. Ellsbury Koi Pond says, afternoon all, thank you very much for joining us. No thanks, not this weekend, Gaz. What do you mean not this weekend, though? What are you talking about? What difference does it make what you're doing? I'll tell people what you're doing if you don't. Aaron Mooney says, afternoon, Gaz. Afternoon, Aaron, hope you're well. Jig says, home base. Was it home base? Is that what it was? Is that where they were from? Home base. Sweet. Steve G. Still mint dog, that. Even with a tiny little... Looking at this, it's about the size of a... Lovely dog, that, mate. Steve G says, afternoon all. How's everybody's ponds doing then? Let's have a look. I will be dropping out a video later this evening as well. And hopefully, fingers crossed. Connection. Concentrated. Shut up, Dave. I went live doing the same thing. How can you be concentrating? Hang about, shake, it says. What's it going on here? What the hell did it do then? The old camera just spun itself round. Let's have you look at what's going on here. Yesterday, I had to put in some treatment yesterday, and I put in aquaflavin because I got one or two fish that were looking a little bit funky. No major, just one or two that looked like they'd knocked themselves and they were going a little bit. Just sent you the message on DK. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it, bud. Dave says he's concentrating, which just proves all those ladies right out there, Dave, that said men can't multitask and we can. Get yourself on. Cheers, Chris. Thank you very much. Let's spin this around. Let's see if I can remember this. Settings. Yeah. Camera. And we go from front to back dual wide. What does that do? This is back dual wide. So I don't know if that looks any difference. There we go. We've got a guest. We have got a guest. DT. I did. There you go, David. See?
Hi.
You can do it.
No, I'm trying to concentrate.
What's to concentrate on? ANC says afternoon. Afternoon, Chris.
Oh, that one. Nope, not that one.
David. Dave,
I am not just doing it on the...
He's PP in his phone.
One.
We've got
That
this one. We've got this one. I added a new airstone down here, which is obviously in the video, but not the doing of it, guys, because at the end of the day, I just plugged in a bloody airline and no spectacular about that. But we got one or two fish. My case shower, which I've said time and time again, is whack. It's not a nice fish, but it's a fish that I might learn something from. But both its pecks have split, and it looks really dull in colour. Then the asagi, my snow asagi from New Forest Koi, looked like it knocked itself and it gone a little bit, I wouldn't say fungusy, but it looked a bit naff. So rather than risking it, I thought, sod it, we'll put a little bit of Hulk's piss in there. And by Hulk's piss, I mean this stuff, which is the aquaflavin. So aquaflavin went in yesterday to the recommended dose in that pond. And that pond was a luminous green. Completely luminous green. Now you could see all fish obviously still, but it was luminous green. Got up this morning and yeah, as you can see, crystal clear. Now the UVs are both switched off, both the one underneath this stone down here and the other one, which would normally be lit up behind there, that's switched off too. But the filter system has pulled it out, which has been one of my problems I've been talking about for quite some time. Whenever I put blanket treatment in, but saying that, though, ANC's pulls theirs out in about 6 to 8 hours. If they put blanket answer in or if they put clay in, it does the same thing, pulls it out relatively quick. Now I think it's the sponge polishing side of things that I have in the trickle tower and the final stage polisher in there that pulls it out as fast as it does. Yeah, we finally found it. Look, sunshine there, look. At last. Just give you all a bit of a blinding. But yeah, afternoon, you've found the sunshine. We found the sunshine, mate, but it ain't long no up. We've only just got to 16.9 degrees there, but the pond is only at 11.2. I've been out here since 7:30 this morning. Just doing a little bit of garden tidying and dicking about with dog. Me and dog just having a mess around. But it was 9.2 degrees this morning.
Freezing, wasn't it?
Yeah, 9.2 degrees outside, but the pond was at 10.5 degrees, and we've gone up now to 11.2. So it's still not very warm.
And if anyone asks, the hydrogen peroxide is to hand.
Aquaflavin is dye-based. Yeah, but does that look dyed to you? Now, I showed this lot yesterday while I were on the video. I were on a group, a WhatsApp group call, which I'm actually considering. If anybody wants to be in a WhatsApp group call or would like to join a public GKP WhatsApp group, hit me up, let me know, drop a comment, whatever, and I'm going to start making another one because I'm in this one with a group of friends, and half the time none of them ever answer. So I'm looking for some new
You're
ones.
not going to see that. Sorry, I was just trying to get the air ambulance in shot, but I couldn't get it in shot fast enough. Yeah.
Autistic
Well,
Keeper says his pond. Steve G says your pond is warmer than mine, guys, and I'm down south. Wow.
are we doing something good up north?
Yeah, well, I can't see it. Let's double check it and see if it. I bet I can't even read this thing. I bet it's green as hell. Yeah, that's the temperature. Temperatures, I've got no idea because I can't read it. There's another job to do. God damn it. I'll get that cleaned back up again. And now I got funky gooey shite all over my hand. Steve,
It'll be fine, guys.
Right, yeah. Hang about there. If that was the case, mate, it wouldn't say that the treatment should stay in your pond for up to 10 days. Now, when I had it in my mini pond, it stayed in the mini pond, and it was in that mini pond, and it stayed in that colour for about 7 or 8 days. So the treatment may very well still be in there, but the colouring of the side of it, I don't know. Because when I've used in the past, when I've used Alprex stayed green for a long time. That didn't come out. But I don't know. I'm not saying one way or other. Jig says my pond is at 9.6 doing my fucking head in.
Is it that cold off?
It stays in colour goes. Well, I hope that's the case anyway. But I've left the UVs off. But they're certainly a lot more active, and I would say that the ones that had the little bits of patches on them where they look like they've knocked themselves with all the flashing that's been going on with everything that they had parasite-wise beforehand, they already look better than what they did yesterday. So I'm going to say win-win so far. We'll leave it as it is. Let's spin this back round. So now then, ANC, this is your chance and your opportunity to show us that lovely pond and your lovely fish.
Come on, ANC.
You know it makes sense. You don't have to put yourself on. You can just put your fish in your pond on.
Yeah.
Front camera.
Just treat it like you're actually filming in your own pond. The bit that I find fascinating is when you still lift it up, you can still see what colour it actually is in your pond as well. I don't know. I just find it fascinating.
Fascinating. Are you going to leave it to run its full cycle, Dave?
All depends if the fish starts struggling or not. If there's no signs of struggling, then there's no need to neutralise it. If they start struggling, then it'll get neutralised. So it all depends. They've been doing this since 10:30 this morning. So and they're all still going. It's still all going strong at the moment. So we'll just see how well it does actually go. But that's why my eyes are sort of on the camera and then at the pond at the same time. But it can multitask, can't we?
Well, you were almost proving us that we couldn't. So
I know, but
did it for mankind. Graham Taylor says, afternoon all. First time I've managed to catch a live show for some time. Hope you're well, mate. Thank you for joining us. 35 in. I'm expecting that should say 35 thumbs up.
yeah. Love. Yeah.
That I tell you what, man. I tell you that Matsukawa back of your mind thinks it's a freaking dolphin or a killer whale. still jumping out of water, still acting like a spaz. Don't think I'm ever going to get that fish right. I think it's damaged its gills beyond what I think's going to repair itself.
No,
They're certainly active though. They're certainly a lot more active than what they were. But temperatures are warming up a little bit, so that could be a bit to do with it as well.
but
In shade, it's not very warm.
It's hopefully your max carbacking might, in a few years it might fix itself, because it does take a while if it's not heated to repair, doesn't it?
Yeah, Dave. If you remember when I told you when we moved fish out, when I dug the pond and made it bigger.
Yeah.
I netted up that little Deutsch kahaku, and I caught it and split its fin, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, that one now, it was split right down to radial, and it's healing, but it's only halfway healed. Now, when I had one split its fin in fish tank, that healed in like 24 hours.
Yeah.
But this is almost half healed back up again. So
It
yeah,
just
it's a slower process.
it just shows you what heat can do for your koi, doesn't it? And how much beneficial it is. But at the same time, so far to eat as ponds, can we?
Well, when I took out that little Yamabuki and put it in a little pond from out of tank, because it got a rolled gill, one side just slightly kinked. I put that outside. They were both about the same size, maybe a centimetre difference between them. Well, the lemon arawaki now is 21 cm, and that one is only measuring in at I think it's 13 or 15 cm, 13 or 15, one at two. Measured it up today and had a look at it. Jiggs has said there, Dave, don't let the side down. Us men are good at multitasking.
Oh, yeah, said you. Well, why don't you pop on then, Jigsy? Sure, you can multitask as well, mate.
Well, that's the whole idea of this live. This live is for people to come on and showcase the ponds while they're sat there doing a little bit of tinkering, doing a little bit of stuff around their own ponds, so they can show everybody what the ponds are like. Hopefully, my idea of this actual live is to try and encourage more people to get the cameras out and get the ponds online, because at the end of the day, it's something different for us to have a look at. More channels, more content, more entertainment.
Yeah, because you had that guy on, towards back end of last year, where we saw this pond and they had put 40 cm plus koi in it, and he bought them all at Toadstown.
Gary's, I think it is. Gary Robinson, I think. Is it Gary Robinson?
No, it were one after him. I can't remember what his name.
That gentleman that had his, that had all some cracking fish, didn't it? Some massive, 60, 70 pluses. Yeah, he did have some nice fish as well.
I can't remember his name, sorry. Yeah.
Si from up north, Joy Pond says, in the middle of a water change myself. Yeah, I gave mine a good one yesterday. Give it a good water change, so hopefully get all the treatments out that I've had going in, but that's it's third since the treatments that I've had in. My wife's just got back from a walk. This is where I get told off now because I brought washing in. And I predicted it. There you go. I'm about to get told off live on camera.
This is where it's going to drop down.
Because I'll tell you, I'll be honest, I brought the stuff in and I was supposed to go live at 1 o'clock, and I literally didn't have enough time to get them pegged out, so I just popped them there right quick, knowing that you would be back momentarily to save the day. That's what I was thinking. I think I got away with it.
Yes.
Thank you very
much. Well, yeah, I'm just treating for cricket and for flukes, and I just thought the one that's probably going to do it the best for me is the PP treatment for my sen. And like I said, we're in, I don't know, about 2.5 hours, and everything's still looking a little bit fat. Well, they're all still looking fine, should I say? So the fish that I did say on a couple of videos ago, lemon arawaki, that was the one that I found the problems on. I thought it were temperature swings, but when temperatures come up, it was still acting the same, and it was trick and flukes that were on it. So Don't you just love this time of year in koi keeping?
It's one of those things, mate, and it comes with territory. If you keep adding fish and you add new fish in colder temps, they can lie dormant for winter. As soon as it starts to warm up a bit, off we go again.
Yeah.
It's one of them things, mate. It's got to be done, hasn't it?
It's got to be done, because at the end of the day, you leave it. It can be worse off, couldn't it, if you don't treat for it all?
Dead right. Sorry. George has just joined in and says, afternoon, guys. Afternoon, George. Hope you're good, bud. Graham Taylor says, treating for bloody flukes at the moment. Second dose of Fluke Solve Plus. Fingers crossed for you, Graham. Hope you get on top of them. Steve G says, have you had to top that up, Dave? Well, you said 10:30, so you got 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. You've been in 3 hours now.
Yeah, that's the thing, Steve. I've done it where I've made the correct dose for my pond, and I've added it over the hour, and then when this either A, the fish starts struggling, or B, when it turns brown, then I'll leave it. I don't personally top it up. I just leave it as it is.
Well, you could go as going again tomorrow, mate, if it went off too soon. But if you've got 3 hours and it's still purple, then you're all right, aren't you? You ain't got a high organic load in there, so it's not stripped it out quick. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll get on top of it and nail them this go, one go.
Say, look, you can tell it's still purple.
Jig says they're fed up of parasites, so we're close to knocking it all on the head yesterday. Now, don't do that, mate. Don't get. The thing is, mate, don't get disheartened with it, because at the end of the day, if that were the case, I'd have been knocking mine on the head last season. I trekked my pond last season 8 times. I think we worked it out for different forms of flukes. Different forms of flukes with different forms of fluke treatment, and never got nowhere. So far, so good now. And I've had my Kahako out this morning as well, which will be in the video that I'll be dropping hopefully later on today. I've had the Kahako out for a measure up for the Momentaro Grow and Show event from Perfect Aquatics with Craftney. I've had that out and measured that up today now and had a look at it. And to be fair, to say that fish has been through what it's been through with the flukes and the PP treatment, the fish looks banging. I mean, yeah, there's better ones out there, I'm not going to deny it, but I'm not going to win the Grown Show, but I'm well and truly happy with the fish that I've got out of it. So that, in my eyes, that makes me a winner. I'm happy. I've got a fish that I really like, and I'm pleased with it. And it's a very good replacement for the one that I lost that my Brandon bought me a couple of years ago. So, win-win. Whether I win or lose.
Well, that's what it's about. You pick a fish that you like, and you can sort of, like we discussed earlier, you can sort of see where it might go.
Don't get me wrong, mate. That wouldn't have been my first choice. Had I had the chance or the option of being picked out beforehand, there was many a fish in there I would have picked before that. But I was still happy with the fish that I got out of it. And if it's doing what I think it's going to do and continues to do what I think it's going to do, then I'll be well happy with it. It'll be a nice little 2-step. So, yeah, happy days. Is there anybody out there that would like to showcase the ponds? If not, I shall bring this live to an end.
Only if it was that simple.
Well, it is that simple, David. I just press this button here on screen that says end. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, but it's nice to see new people, isn't it? And getting them on the live, showing the ponds, and even people that like to watch that ain't on YouTube themselves. You know, it's still nice to see your ponds, isn't it?
It is, mate.
Something different.
It's nice to see. What I like about it is nice to see how they've got the setup, how they've got the filtration system running, how they've got what they've got as the stock, what's the favourite koi, which is their oldest koi. There's all sorts of stuff in it that that people can look at and gain a bit of knowledge, a bit of experience. I might even think along the lines of, "Ooh, that's a damn good idea how he's done that," and just incorporate something like that on their own pond.
And for your first night, it was a bit of a tie, but I didn't have a picture for Chag. For me, it's between the Chag and the Kajaku. I like all.
I never even put my own in, Dave. I never even put my own favourite fish in. But my favourite fish is, I suppose I could show it to you.
Well, I would show you mine, but I'm sure nobody wants to see purple fish because they all look the same at the minute.
If I net it up, this is one thing I like about this net. This net is brilliant. It's rubber. It's got like a rubber coating to it all, which is proper cool. But if I net it up, I'm not going to ball it up. But, well, let's get ready. Let's spin camera out, and I'll show you which one is my favourite, and that's my Benny Ginger. But again, at the same time, it's not probably going to be everybody's cup of tea.
Well, that's what makes it good, though, doesn't it? That it's not everyone's cup of tea, which what makes it all individual.
We all have an annual plan to get sanitation done twice a year, do we? You might do. Here we go. Atsuma's in. He's in the house. Atsuma, click on the little link in the top of the chat. Bring yourself in. Let's have a look at your pond that you've got on the koi that you keep, mate. While I show my. I'm gonna ball. Well, not ball it. I'm just gonna bring it up in the net. I'm gonna bring it up and show my favourite fish. It's, you know, don't get me wrong. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it's my favourite one just because I like it.
Now, this is where you get to see the live netting, and also how comfortable his fish are with the net.
Well, we're going to get to see, aren't we? We're going to get to see.
They're not really shying away from it, darting off too fast or anything like that, are they?
They never really do, Dave. It's just...
No. Just now that you've built your pond longer, they can do circuits around you.
This one is my favourite. And there you go, guys. Right, this is why I say, when you're netting up or you're bowling up your fish, this is why I always say that the more you do it, the more comfortable they come with it. Because that didn't take no getting. That's live on camera. But that's my favourite fish.
It is a stunning fish, and it is somewhat different as well. Not everyone's got something like that in their pond, have they?
What is that? It's a Benny Ginger.
But not a lot of people have seen them neither, have they? Because we don't seem to have a lot of them over here, do we, in this country?
Claudia says, afternoon, girls. Good afternoon, bud. Let's see if I can get the little magro and show out again. See if we can net that one up.
Oh,
and there we go. Again, there's my little carco.
Not so little.
Well, it's not little, but it's not big yet, is it? 32 cm. And again, nice and easy to catch. Not stressing in net. Not stressing in net at all. And the other one after that then will be the chag. I like this one. And again, see, the more you do, the more you ball them, the more you net them up, the comfortable they are with it.
Similar to chag I've got, innit? Yeah. Colour-wise.
I would actually like to bowl this one and see if it put a bit of size on.
Well, last time you measured it, what size was it?
I can't remember, Dave. Can't remember.
22 cm was it? Yeah, about that, yeah.
22, yeah, we'll go for 22 cm. It's grown that much. No, nowhere near that. I think it was 40 oddish last time I bowled it. But yeah, there we go. So, a netting professional there. Well, no, mate, honestly, it's not so much a netting professional, mate, at all. I just spend a lot of time on the fish. I spend a lot of time out here with them. They're not bothered by it. They're not bothered about me netting them. And they're not bothered about being in the net in the first place. I'll tell you what other one I do like and all. In fact, sod it. Because this is probably my fourth favourite fish. And I'm not 100% sure what it even is. But this one
I'm going
again,
to say, don't bother asking me what his favourite fish is, because you're asking the wrong person.
this one is, I do like this. And this is one of Adam Byers. It's
It's
Kumonru, I believe.
it's beautiful, that. It's even better when you manage to see it in person.
Yeah, it's a stunning fish. Well, I think it is.
Yes, because it's always forever changing colours, isn't it? At the different
Yeah,
times
it
of
is.
year.
Yeah, it's changing again, Dave. I told you, head pattern. It looks like it's going to get a bit of black coming up in the middle of the head. And then I think after that one, the next favourite one would be my one from.
I'll
Well,
be right back. I'm just going to sort something out.
oh, we got 2 for 1 there, which would be my King Kikikuru. And then that's my Easter Shower, which it's not doing too bad. It's not a kabuto, no. But yeah, when you see none of them are spook bite net, none of them are bother bite net. And I know people say, yeah, you shouldn't be netting them up, you shouldn't be bowling them up, you stress them out, you do this, you do that. Well, as you can see there, my fish aren't stressed by being netted, and I'm going to call BS on that. I think the more you interact with them, the better they are with. But yeah, and see, look, I got one. Got a feeder now. Got a feeder, but it's not switched on yet. It's not switched on yet, and we're gonna get that switched on and sorted out. Camera, let's spin this back round. This is a pain in the bum having to do this all the time. Front camera. Hopefully that's me. Yeah, sweet. There you go. But I personally think that if anybody else might trying to be netting them up like that they might not be too familiar with it. But I think if me and Dog come out here, dogs just constantly react to us all the time. Okay, back. There you go.
Sorry, I just had to pop in for a piece on that. I'll just leave quick. I've got to go.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't do that one live. But yeah, I do personally think that the more that you interact with them, that the more that your fish become more relaxed with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, horses don't particularly like gunshots. They don't like explosions. They don't like bangs and everything. They don't like petrol bombs. But when they put them into a working place like they do for police horses and such, they put them through those familiarisations by repetitively doing it again and again and again. So eventually they're not bothered by it. I suppose you could say it's the same way as that, in a sense. My fish are used to it because I'm always out here doing something. I'm always having a little bit of a bugger about with something. So they see me out there all the time. They interact with me quite a lot. And when I get nets out, I can net them up without. There's no. You saw there were no fish darting away. I could have picked any one of those fish, and I can get them out one-handed whilst doing it on camera. So that just goes to show they're not that spooked and they're not that bothered by it.
Well, you've seen it when you've come to mine, Gaz. Like, with me, I don't have the net in as often as you. But with me, I just leave the net in for a couple of minutes, maybe up to 5. And then you just think it's something already in the pond. And then there's no stress with it. Just find the fish, scoop it up, done.
I tell you what, I'll tell you what I'll prove. Well, I'll do one of these Sunday lives. Come. You know, I won't do it now because it's too damn cold. But I will do one of these Sunday lives where I get in and I'll sit in pond and watch the
Yeah.
fish come to me because they're not
No,
bothered. They're not bothered at all. They used to when I used to have the mini pond and I used to get in to get the lilies out because it were underneath that netting. It were a pain in the ass, and rather than having to remove all the netting, I used to just get in pond to get them out. And they used to come up and sucking on my legs while I was pulling lilies out. Not bothered at all.
and to be fair, this is the first PP treatment since I'd actually you challenged me to the tape measure challenge, and every other time that I've done it, this is number 6, and this is the longest it's been in for because obviously I was overdosing, and
Right,
now it's bob on.
that's it, mate. That's the difference. So it means, if nothing else, that challenge set one thing straight, which was you and Aaron's was less. Aaron's was more than what he thought it was, and yours was less than what you thought it was, wasn't it? So
Yeah,
it worked out being right, didn't it?
yeah.
Jig says, Dave, you're already doing PP because you just said you popped it.
You can see what you like.
Aye, about what did I?
Look, it's not as easy as people think it is when you're on the phone.
Now then, we got married. Nice one. Thanks for joining us, mate. How are you doing? How's that new fit? Oh, hang on.
Oh, it's muted.
Your camera's muted. Just make sure you just tap on it and give your microphone access. There you go. Can we hear it? Can I hear him?
No, still can't hear you.
You might have to go back into settings, mate, and give your camera access. Sorry, if you give your camera access and your microphone, you have to allow it both to. Can you hear him, Dave?
I can't hear him, no. Plus, now he's muted himself again.
Let's see.
It's not easy, this, is it? Yeah, it's easy when you're on a PC and you can do everything that way.
Yeah, it's definitely muted. It says it.
Yeah. You're going to have to unmute your send, Mary, because see if that works. If not, you'll have to jump off, jump on again. It's not easy, is it, guys?
Tell you what, when you're doing this, oh goddamn! Now I've cocked it up, haven't I?
Yeah, you're on your own now.
Yeah. There we go.
That with the next job.
Just try not to be netting during the growing season. Growing season. This is my pond, mate. They don't grow.
Yeah, I haven't been to Yorkshire, have they? They don't know what weather it's like up here.
Jigs has put in there. That's nice, Gaz. Which one?
1, 2, 3, or 4.
Autistic koi keeper put in Kabuto. No, mate. Kabutos are like a kin Kabuto. Kabuto's like a metallic, coppery colour, coppery green. The little one that I had was a Kabuto. That's now a deado. Try it again, Marek. When you join in, it'll say to grant access to both mic and camera, and you need to give it access to both of them, and then it'll come on. That Adam Biofish, yeah, it is, mate. Well, I tell you what I'll do, mate. I'll send you a picture of the original of what it was like. It's on Vince's channel, like obviously, because both me and Derby Koi, Andy from Derby Koi, we both got one at the same time. Both of them were very similar. Now Andy's went really dark brown colour. Now mine's turned black with the white everywhere, but it looked totally different, man, to what it does now. But the fish has changed its patterns and its colours, God knows how many times.
Yeah, you said it before, haven't you?
Mike says, I'm a hammer and a spanner man, hate tech. Yeah, most people do, mate.
Well, you managed to get 90% of it to work.
Chris says, only have a growing season over here if you have air source heat pumps. Yeah, well, mine ain't definitely going to, mine never have a growing season then, do they? Nah, but yeah, I get what you mean in ANC though. I mean, for me, there's absolutely zero difference between me sticking that in there now to have a look at my fish, bring them up, have a nosy at them, let them back in, put them back in the pond, then somebody going into a shop saying, could I please have a look at that fish and get them put in a bowl? Because that fish could have been bowled up 10 times in a day for all you know.
Yeah.
It has got a good body structure on it, mate, but it's definitely a female.
I'll tell you what,
Good
that
shoulders.
Teddy and Jetty from Daz's farm, I don't know, they're like bulletproof, them two.
Well, that's because they've got the what is it? Sorry, Dave. They've got the
The mirror calf, haven't they?
they're mirror calf cross. Yeah. So they've got the wild genetic strain, and it's first generation cross in it. So they're going to be like bulletproof, mate. Because common carts are. And Marek's just hit 1K subs. Congratulations, mate. Chuff for you.
Nice one.
Do us a favour, one of the admin, if you could, just post Marek's channel in and then share his channel with him. Hopefully, if a lot of people get to see this, he might get a few more as well.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Congratulations, Marek. Nice one. That means now you can get yourself monetized, and if you hate tech, you're going to love going through that monetization form because it's brilliant. All got to be done online as well. Pain in the ass.
Turn me on that. Oh,
You got any problems, hit us up, let us know. In fact, ANC will be able to tell you anyway. So,
and to be fair, this treatment going on, this is the longest I've ever had the PP in the
thanks,
pond.
Aaron. There you go. There's
can't
Marek's link to his channel there. If you could, oh, wrong one I clicked on. There you go. There's. Hang on. Why doesn't that bring up? You can't bring up a link, can you? Oh, crack of shit. But people can be able to click on that link and just can't display it.
Yeah, it's good that quite a few people are now hitting the 1K, or in your case, not too far after 2K.
Not far off now at all. No chance. It was just a goal. That's. Think of it this way, Marek. Right? If you monetize, or you don't monetize. If you don't monetize, YouTube are using your monetization, and they're taking their 100%, taking the 100% out of it. If you monetize your videos, then you get 54%, and they get 46%. So you will technically, even if you don't get a great deal from it, mate, it'll be enough to pay for your food for you, which is why the hell not? Free food for your fish.
Yeah, you got to look at it that way, haven't you? Even if you don't get a lot out of it.
That's the only reason why. It's the only reason why I did it, Dave.
Yeah.
I mean, the monetization that I get from YouTube ain't going to make me rich, but it does pay for the upkeep of my pond as it is at present. So
yeah.
that's a
Well,
win-win.
even if you think about it, even if something breaks on your pond and you've got that money to back up just to get a small pump to tick you over or a new pump, it's all good, isn't it? And it's just having fun. And you get money from making videos for fun.
Yeah.
With
the price that gas and electric's gone up, if nothing else, it covers the difference that your fund expense costs. So, I mean, why not, Marek? Get it done, mate. It's there. It's money that's just going to be sitting there in their bank account as opposed to in yours. So,
but I think, and you've got to have so many watch hours to go with the 1K, haven't you? I believe.
You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. As long as you've got 4,000 hours worth of your content watched throughout this period, 12 months. I think you've got to do it every year, to be fair. I'm not 100% sure. But I think you've got 4,000 watch hours every year to remain monetized. It won't hurt that much. Listen, right? my channel's not big, but I'm drawing 100 a month easily, without even trying. So you'll
You're
definitely
saying that's one video of
pay for
one.
his Sakai car.
Yeah, that's
Can't
one
even get on here.
video
Don't stand a
and
chance of
one
jumping
live a
through
week, innit?
YouTube hoops. Dave, you do that. Gaz, I
No.
can't even get on here. Don't stand a chance of jumping through YouTube hoops. Right. Well, if you want, I'm doing it at Marrick. I don't mind. It's not a problem. It's a piece of cake, man. You only got to fill in a few things. The hardest bit is the form that you've got to fill in for your taxes. That's it. But you're retired, mate. So at the end of the day, it's a piece of cake for you.
Yeah,
You
you've got all
won't,
day,
you won't,
haven't
be,
you?
you won't be paying tax full stop.
And Marek, that were a nice Kahaku from Perfect
Yes, it
Aquatics
was.
as
That
well.
was nice, that, mate. That was a very nice gaku that you got from Perfect Aquatics.
Hopefully, I can get one just like yours, Marek, but maybe just about this big, because that's probably as far as my budget's going to stretch.
He's got some nice ones there. You'll enjoy it when you get down there and see him. He's got some good fishing, some very good fish.
Well,
He's
I
got a lot
suppose
of nice doits.
that the one fish that I'm surprised about is the Deutz Chiba that I've got. How much that's grown through the winter months, and to be fair, they haven't been that fed, and it's put on a quarter of its body size through winter to now. So
Yeah. Other than the case shower in there, which is the one I got from my own growing show, and a couple of the old pond fillers that I've got in there that I'm probably just going to palm off to my dad at some point. I'm happy with what I've got. But there are some in there that, like, my Dainichi Benny guy, which is a rat as well. That's crap. Absolute dog. But I might replace that fish and get rid of that. Give my dad a big goldfish because that's all it looks like. Not to say that I would want another Benny guy, because I do like Benny guys. I do like the single colours.
well, just keep PP in your ponding, and they'll all look the same then, like they did when you did it live. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I totally agree, Si. Pull your finger out, Dave. I thought you'd have bought a Kahaku by now. Before now.
Well, the thing is, one, you're a Yorkshireman, just to wind you up a bit, and two, it's having the money of late to do it, because I've had thing. You said that this is the
You've had
thing. You
car
save up
troubles, mate,
money.
haven't you? Where you've been paying for bills, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been saving up a little bit, then a little bit, and then we've had problems with the car. Then the MOT's coming up. It's just all coming all at once. As soon as you save that extra bit of money, it always goes where you don't want it to go. But you never know, Si.
That's why you should not worry about it, Dave, because it's not your car and you can't drive, so you should let it be somebody else's problem. Then
Yeah, but
just
it's
buy yourself
family,
a
isn't
nice
it?
Kahaku and get yourself a 40cm one.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens next weekend. What you, everyone? Yeah.
McCoy says, I've done the tax form this morning. There's a few good videos out there to follow. There is. There is. Oh, I missed that one, Chris. Sorry. I wouldn't be any good as a YouTuber as I never see my pond with all the bloody treatments in it. I think everybody's kicked into this season, haven't they, with treatments going in. I mean, I don't think there's many people that have not had to treat for something or other, whether it be flukes, whether it be blanket weed, whether it be Costia, Trick, Chilidinella. Everybody's had a little bit of something at the beginning of this season, but not all. I won't say all. Some people's regimes that they do for a back end of season and the beginning of the season to kick the start off the season works and keeps the ponds clear of them. So not everybody does.
No, but it's one of them though, and it's that time of year where the core's immune system isn't up to its full. I just can't think of the word, but then you got the parasites. It's that sort of temperature where they can sort of attack your fish a bit easier. So it's always spring for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
spring and the back end of autumn going into winter, where you get the other temperature swings.
Aaron says his Benny guys off. Yeah, we should send them both together.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't really give a shit about it when Aaron got it. That would have been doing me a favour if he'd have let it, but that's a bit harsh. But yeah, it's not.
Oh,
It's
I've
not,
got
it's not the
8%
best.
battery as
It's
well.
just covered.
Oh,
It's covered. It's absolutely covered in shimmies. It's got about 12 on it now, which, as the bigger that fish gets, the more shimmies is going to come out on it, and it's just going to look crap.
oh, to be fair, guys, I had a chag where it just had a shimmy on its head that looked a bit like a one-sided tancho spot. And I thought, oh, well, it's a unique fish. I didn't know much at the time about it. And I thought, yeah, it's unique shag. And now it's got shimmies on most of the scales going down the body. But
Yeah.
still a nice chag at the end of the day. It's still growing, it's still healthy. Not as good as my newer chag.
No, you knew what you knew what Dave. It's nice. It's got a nice body on that. It's got a nice profile to it. But the old one,
Yeah,
you're right, man, it's got its fair share of shimmies on it, and it way more than what it really should have, or what you'd expect, or what you'd want from. That changes the layout.
and I can only stay with you until my battery dies, because obviously I ain't leaving the pond unattended.
I'm gonna stay with us till your battery dies. Hopefully, that's.
Well, hopefully it gives a
not
chance
what
for somebody else to join as well.
Yeah, well, we had a chance there from Marek, but he's a tech phobe and didn't do it again.
Come
DT,
on, Marek, try again. Come on.
he is, mate. Yeah, I'm bringing him down. DT, you coming down to the perfect grow out if you are worth popping into Park Farm Fisheries. Still got some last year's kahaku. There you go.
Well, we'll just see when we're down there. To see what happens. So one, it's money relevant, and two, well, the only positive with me PP my pond now, it sort of gets everything ready for next weekend. That wasn't the purpose of it, but thinking about it, kill two birds with
Well,
one
it
stone.
means
Don't
hopefully, come next week, you end up being parasite free for a new fish to be introduced. To start it all over again, possibly. I'm not saying that you're going to get anything, but you never know. No stress of it. So you could do.
Well, it's always that stress factor in it, but it's just the thing about having new fish in your pond, in it.
Chris just said there, I had a beautiful clean Hiatsuri over the years. It's gone so peppery it looks like a squashed tomato now. That's what my squashed tomato looks like, mate. But that damn thing was pure orange when I bought that fish. I've even shown these guys on some old footage when it were in the mini pond, and it is in there, pure orange fish, and it's changed to that, we shall say, ugly bugger, because it is an ugly bugger. But
yeah,
I don't mind it. It's a pond filler. But what I'm going to start doing is spinning out the older stuff I've had, and then replacing them, even if I only replace one a year. And perhaps maybe buying something of a decent size rather than going, oh, you know what, I'm going to buy this little fish. I think when I buy this one, when I get this one and buy this one for crafties, that's going to be my last fish grow on. I aren't putting any more fish in my pond at small sizes. I might clear out some of the older stuff that I've got that's now like 4-year-old and there's not much chance that they're going to grow into anything anyway, because they were just little garden centre fish bred in Huddersfield area, and they're not the best. So I might thin all those out. And
gives you a bit more room for something else, doesn't it?
Yeah, and put a decent 40 cm plus fish in. I really would like a right nice big Karashi one. Or I'd like a yellow monkey now, but goddamn.
Well, I suppose since you've had that big kahaku in your pond, I bet it's made all your other fish look quite small, hasn't it? Because that's going to be about 50 cm, hasn't it? Not a bit more.
It's over. I think she's 56. But yeah, it did at first, Dave. But I think there's a little bit of, you just get used to it, don't you? And you think now everything looks
small,
a little bit smaller. But yeah, the other stuff, there's little stuff in there. I have got a couple little fish that I want to put in, like the lemon arawaki. That's definitely going in.
Yeah. And I've got 3% battery. I can't even see my phone screen. It's gone that dull. I'm like,
Right.
can't even
So
see out.
for the 3 minutes worth of battery life, Dave, I'm going to hand over to you now. You're going to take over for 2 minutes while I run in for a bathroom break.
Oh, this is going to be fun, isn't it? You watch, the battery's going to go dead. But hopefully somebody can join on his Sunday live, because like I said, that's what it's all about. And say this is the sixth time I've PP'd the pond now, and there's nothing to be scared of doing it. I know you've got the stress factor involved with it, but as long as you're always out by your ponds and you're always watching them, and you always have, like I said earlier, your hydrogen peroxide to hand. If there's any problems, then you can always neutralise it and reoxygenise your ponds. But when I do my PP, I always put my nets and everything in with it, so then they're getting treated at the same time. So for the fish you've scraped, it's going to be in the same net, in it. So yeah, it feels weird doing a gadget's life as well as my own life, but you know, it just puts you on the spot all the time. But it is what it is, I suppose. But yeah, it's just constantly watching, and you're always learning with your fish anyway, aren't you? How well they grow. And I'm just talking cat now, aren't I? Because I can't see comments or anything because the screen's going down. But yeah, you'll have to wait till next weekend's video, because there won't be, just a quick plug for me, well, isn't it about? There won't be a Saturday Night Live next weekend, unfortunately, because obviously going to Perfect Aquatics on the Sunday, and with me not driving, I have to go somewhere, so it's easier for somebody to pick me up. So, unfortunately, sorry for that. But I'll make up for it. I'll do 2 quizzes the weekend after. And before anybody starts, no, there will be no flower questions in there. Just give me 10. There you go. That was good enough.
Flower?
Yeah, making sure I'm not going to put I'm not going to be putting a flower in the next quizzes.
I
And
should
my
bloody
phone's gone
hope
dead.
not, no.
Oh, I
I
couldn't
should
sound
hope
any
not,
better.
no. Hey, about. Let's have a look at this. Right. Oh, Marek says there, 2 or 3 there for 95 quid, Dave, at the place where we might have to pop into Park Farm Fisheries. We might have to have a wander down there afterwards and have a look. Nice one, Marek. Remember that, Dave. Park Farm Fisheries, or anybody else that's on watching, because I'll forget. Guarantee it. Lovely Matsu Kahaku, Marek. Yeah, it was nice. Damn nice fish there. Chris says, should have a charity vat in your garden so every ugly bugger goes in there for the herons. Free picking. Jig says, jump in the pond, guys. You'll have some brass monkeys then. Wood as well. Oh, Dave's gone again. Agrees, guys. There's a few that I want to rehome as well for Aaron. Marek says, thanks, Sai. Well pleased. And Mara Sai, Ginrin Kahaku, real velvety Bene, so deep and red. Yeah, lovely fish, mate, that. Jig says, Dave, I use my CCTV when I PP the pond, or when I PP the pinned. Save standing around. Ah, nice day though, mate, innit? Might as well sit out and enjoy it. Be out there with your fish if you're, if you've got no better else to do. Why the hell not? How often do you get to sit outside when sun's out and actually enjoy looking at them? Maybe not as much enjoyment when you're PPing them at the same time, like, but Dave's a panicker. He likes to flap a little bit. And he starts to worry a little bit when he thinks something might go wrong. So we've all been stood and nattered and chatting with him while he's been doing it, and he's been PPing it today. He's going to give him a little handful of food, see if they're interested. Yeah, feed him. You had a good one? Right then, have we got anybody out of all the 41 of you that are watching that want to come on and show us your pond? After all, that is the idea of this live, so we can see. Like, I'm gutted Marek didn't get to get on because he's got some beautiful fish, man. There's some bloody pickings and all. I'd love a pond full of fish like that. I'd love it to be the case, but we have to wait for them to get to that size. We'll wait patiently for about 15 years, and then eventually they might be that size. I don't know where Dave went, but I'm guessing Dave's not coming back. We'll give it a quick spin around then, eh? See if we can feed them like crazy. That's why I wanted to start warming up a little bit. Well, at least we can get the fish up and feeding a bit. Hopefully. Well, I only throw them in a little handful and they ain't going nuts over it. That's the thing that's... This time last year, I could have been feeding, and when I was feeding, they'd be going nuts for it now. But that's the one that I want to get rid of, that one there. The squashed tomato. Some, not a very nice fish at all. Got a good body shape to it, like, but it ain't nice colour in the pattern wise. Graham says, "I'd come on. Well, tell your lass to stop cutting grass for half an hour, and then you can show it." Wife's out there cutting grass. Marek's koi pond at the stage. Let's see if this one works. There we go. Now we can hear it. Now we've got sound now. Yes.
Is that working now?
That's working, mate. Brilliant.
Can you hear?
Yep. There we go. Have a look at this now. I'll put you on solo, Marek, so we can just see it. Look at that. It's like a mill pond. Flat.
Got some food in there.
You know when they turn around and say it's like waiting for a bus. There ain't one for ages, then two turn up at once. We've got Lincoln Coyotes as well. We can Coyote up. There you go.
Just drop some food in there for.
Let's go solo on you then, Marek. Let's make it solo layout. There we go. Look at them, man.
There's the Matsui.
That's
Matsui
nice.
Boy. Went in there yesterday, look. The Haku.
That's nice, is that, Marek? The Shuru is nice too. Is that a very big Shuramuji?
Is it what, mate?
Is that a Shuramuji, that big one that just came up there then?
No, that was a Yamabuki.
Oh, sorry. It looked a bit pale in colour there then as it came up, but it could just be camera. It's a big bugger. What's the largest you've got in there then, Marek, size-wise?
Sorry?
What's the largest size you've got in there?
It's the Karashi, Ginrin Karashi, 81 cm. Ooh. And a 79 cm Chag.
That's some damn nice fish there.
Where is the Karashi? Can't even see the Karashi, to be honest with you. I mean, how can you miss an 81 cm Karashi?
Oh, look at bonsai as well.
That is a white pine bonsai.
And when was the last time you repotted that, Marek?
Probably, actually, I neglected it. It should be done. Should have done it last season, but I didn't. It'll be done this season. That's a Korean hornbeam
So you're
bonsai.
just starting to bud up then down your way. You're just starting to get everything opening back up again.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a maple, is it?
There's the Karashi. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah, you can see it, mate. Don't know how you didn't see it a minute ago though.
Now you see that. You
Sorry,
see
guys.
that. You see that Genrin Sorigoi there.
Yeah, that's nice.
That went in this pond a year ago at Easter at 27 cm. Look at the size of that now.
That's got to be over 60 now, is it?
No, not quite, mate. I can't remember, but that was the biggest. When we took it out in October, that was the biggest fish. Sorry, that was the fish that had the most growth. I'll tell you what, it's freezing out here. I can't keep this camera still.
Yeah, it's not right warm, is it? If you're in the shaded area, it's cold, isn't it? Some beautiful fish in there, mate. Some absolute belters.
That's a Danichi Gahaku. That's a Marasai Ginrin Karashi over there, look.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a yellow monkey. Now that fish was as flat as a witch's tit when that went in here. Look at the body on that now.
Look at the body on that. It's got some right size to it.
Right.
Can we have a look at the filter system, Marek?
Well, you can do. It's a bit messy in there, mate, because I'm undergoing work in there. But
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I'll take you in there.
What temperature pond at then?
That's running at the moment, actually. Got a pond temperature of 12.
So you've literally just kept it as a stable temperature throughout the winter at 12 degrees then?
Be warned, a bit messy in here because it's ongoing work. God, I can't stop shaking. It's freezing.
Yeah, I know just how you feel, mate.
Put some light on. That's the drum. That's a combi drum. That's my homemade upflow filter.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, Marek, in comparison to the shop bought ones, how much did you save making it yourself?
There weren't a lot in it, to be honest. Well, actually, there was. I don't know, probably about 50 quid.
Definitely worthwhile doing them.
But it's 10 times better than the Tempest. Honestly, it really is. It holds twice, 3 times the amount of media in there. It's a bigger tube, 2-inch pipe work. It's just better. And obviously, there's an airline in there, so it agitates it with air.
Yeah. Which is how most people tend to modify them with a leaky valve anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the RO system.
RO system as well.
Yeah, that's not running at the moment. That won't run until the height of the summer.
Self-made the RO, or did you have that purchased?
No, I did buy that off of Finchy.
Oh yeah, you got the actual plaque there, haven't you? Finch filtration there.
Yeah. Nice fellow. You ever get stuck for water quality problems, you have a chat with him because nothing's too much trouble. You know, he's a busy man, but he still make time for you. He still talk through things with you.
There you go. Shout out Finch Filtrations.
I had a load of problems with this big blue. You know, I put new carbon in it, and it was still letting chloride through it. You know, and I spoke to Finchy about it, Oh, you're so helpful, mate. You sorted me out in the end.
Put it tracking through it, Marek.
Not a lot actually, because I don't run a, what do you call it? Oh, I can't think now. What do you call it?
Trickle in, trickle out.
Yeah, I don't run a trickle in, trickle out because it's got on this drum here. Don't know if you can see that float there.
Yeah.
So this obviously tops itself up with water automatically because that float.
Yeah.
So it just takes it out of this big blue, whatever it needs.
Sweet.
So I don't actually run a trickle in, trickle out.
Just replenishes as it does the water cleans.
That's it, yeah. What we got? We got 12 degrees, pond's at 12, 7.5 pH. And I don't know if anybody saw my video I put out last week. I've just put a solar panel on top of my roof, look. So that's a grid tie inverter. So that goes into the mains. So I'm generating a little bit of extra power. That big battery there is for a expansion battery for a power station. So power station's going to sit there.
The expensive bits, the battery storage, isn't it? That's what makes the more expensive part.
Well, that's it, Gaz. But I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know where to buy because I have got solar panels on my roof, on the house roof, and I didn't know whether to buy one of them sort of Tesla batteries or invest in one of them. But in the end, you know, because we go camping and that, I thought a power station being portable was probably the best way to go. But you know, the future will dictate whether that is the right decision or not. Bloody, oh, can't believe it. Trousers just fallen down. I can't go out the building house. Need trousers over the ankles.
It's a good job camera's facing in opposite direction, then, isn't it? Mrs. will be saying, what have you been doing in Filter Shed?
Now, that's a very technical bit of equipment, that is. And that one. They're known in the trade as scarer herrer. Heron scarers.
I suppose if that starts spinning and moving when they come in there, they'll just get spooked off by it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping. I haven't seen a heron for about 15 years, and all of a sudden one's turned up. Luckily enough, he hasn't been in the pond.
Well, it'd have to be a bloody big heron to pick up any of your fish, wouldn't it? But it's not that, it's the damage that they do, isn't it, when they come round.
That's it, mate.
Stab right inside of them or put the beak straight through the body.
Right, I think I'm going to come out of here now, Gaz. How do I get out, mate?
All you need to do, mate, is just press the little bit and it'll say there's a red X at the bottom of your screen.
Oh, I see it, yeah. Well, at least I got on here, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much for showing us, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries. No worries. I'm trying to find, can't see it. It's probably a little bit too cold for it, but trying to find this Ginringa Haku. Oh, there it is over there.
The Serigo is beautiful, mate. I like that. I do miss mine. That's probably one of the fish that I ever lost that I did really, really like. I don't mind a good, but they're hard to get a good one again that don't get covered in shimmies as well.
Yeah, that's the trouble, shimmies, isn't it? I passed on I had an orange. It's a beautiful fish. It had one shimmy on its shoulder. And, you know, every time you looked in the pond, you just pick this shimmy up straight away.
Yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Especially on a single colour. There's no that looks worse. If it ends up with that, then that's the single colour side of it ruined, isn't it?
Yeah. That is a Marasai. Oh, what is it? Oh, that's a red Karashigoi. Marasai.
That's nice, they like that.
Ah, look, a little Tamasaba. Can you see it?
Oh, I can't make it out, but my screen's tiny. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everybody else can. Oh, where did you get the Tamasaba from? Oh, there, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
You've got our crafty over at Perfect.
Oh, is that one of the ones that you got the other week then? See, now
Yeah.
the comical lengthings.
Oh, it's good fun. I like it. I didn't know if I would or not, but now that it's in there, there's another.
They're bold as brass, though, aren't they, mate? They're not bothered about coming up
Oh,
with big
no,
fish
no.
to feed.
Oh, they come and knock shoulders with the others, mate. Come feed
Yeah.
inside. They're not shy.
Not
There
shy
is
at
like
all.
there's what I call a yammy tabber in there as well, which is like a yellow one. Oh, there's that. There's the Ginwing Kahaku.
Who's that from?
That was from Park Farm Fisheries, Marisai.
Oh, no. So, right. How far is that from Crafty's then?
Well, for me, I mean, I live in a little village called Slip End, just outside Luton. And Eaton Bray is a little village just outside Dunstable. I suppose Eaton Bray is about 20 minutes away from me, and Craft is about 25 minutes away from me.
All right. So it's literally just around the corner then, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It gives us another place to pop down and have a nosy out there. Sweet. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to come out now. I don't want to overstay my welcome, bore everybody. So.
Welcome. You're welcome anytime, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks for showing us.
Thanks.
And,
Cheers.
Get yourself inside and get warmed up. And camera will stop shaking.
Okay. I'll catch you
Catch
back
you
on
later.
the chat.
Should be just the artifact. I should. I think we'll be able to make you out from solo. There we go. Sweet. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't know if any of that came up. No, it didn't, mate, because I'd got Marek on a solo layout there, so we could have a look round his. You're more than welcome to come back in and share us. Ginger Pond Keeper. Afternoon, everyone. If you're still on, mate, Andy, that'd be belting for you to show us your pond. Oh, I found a bit. I had a little fish, a little black fish in my mini pond, and I've took it out today and balled it up to have a look at it. It'll be in my video later on, but it is the perfect full apple sliced mirror carp. So I thought it was. I thought it might have been a little bit of. Now then, what's the word? Aragoki, Saragoy. It's gone really dark. We were hoping it was going to be an Aragoki Saragoy, me and Daz. It's gone really dark, and yeah, now looking at it now, it's quite obvious that it's a little mirror carp, and I had it balled up today. So that mirror carp, I've always fancied having one in my pond. That little mirror carp is going in the main pond. So when temperatures warm up a little bit, I'm going to bring the three fish out of the tropical fish tank, and they're going to go in the mini pond. I'm going to give them all one treatment, or have a scrape of them and check them. And if everything's good, then after a couple of weeks of them all being together, I'm going to then transfer some of those fish with the lemon arawaki, the little mirror carp, and the Adam Byers Yamabuki Ogon. Because that had a slight kink gill when it was in the tank. It ain't no more. It's gone good. So parameters in the tank must have been a little bit off. Caused a bit of an issue for it, but it's come good now. So it'd be nice to see if it goes in main pond. Dave Hodgson, how you doing, mate? Oh, now Dave Hodgson, you're the gentleman that's got a massive, great big kahaku in your pond. I think I'm saying the right one there. I'm sure you shared it with us last summer on the kahaku appreciation that we did on the Thursday Night Live. That thing was massive. Great big massive shoulders on it when it came up on the pond. How's that fish doing, mate? Have you still got it? Got to be a hell of a lot bigger than what it was now from last year. Like that one. Anybody else want to come on and showcase the ponds? Show us the filtration system. What they've got going on. I tell you what, Marek, it's not so warm in here, mate, either. It's fucking freezing. I think Dave's battery's gone dead, so he won't be coming back on. So, the first one of many more to come, and we're going the right way now. The seasons are getting better, and I'm getting the slight eye here from my wife. She's looking at me as if to say she's peed off for me because this washing line needs to be moved, which is probably what I might do this afternoon when she's finished using washing line. I did promise her if I made this pond bigger that I'd shift the washing line, because half the washing line's gone now. Because half of it's on pond and she can't get it. She get one of those sling across ones and she can just stretch it across pond. I'm going to put them from the opposite corners. But I've got a sneaky suspicion that the one in the far left-hand side is concreted in, so this is going to be a right ball ache if I have to do it. Nice to see Marrick's pond and what he's got going on. Some beautiful fish. Some very nice, some bloody big fish and all. So if everybody hasn't checked out his channel, he has literally just hit the 1,000 mark. There is a link a little bit further up in chat. If you aren't a subscriber, swing by, give him a lift, give him a bit of a thumbs up, and have a look at some of his content where you'll be able to see a little bit better detail than the 720p that we got to appreciate just then. So yeah, some lovely fish, some very nice stuff. I only wish, something to aspire to. Everybody else want to jump in, showcase the fish? Everybody want to come on, show us the ponds? What's the rest of you up to? Aaron, Vicky, Daz. I think Daz has been tortured on a journey all the way down the back of the car, delivering the mother-in-law and some flowers to somebody or something, I think he said. So he won't be joining us. If there's nobody else, I have a common and a mirror carp. Oh, we've got one guest there. Let's have a look. Cal, at the stage. How's it going, Cal? Are you good?
Hi, mate. You all right?
I'm very well, thanks, mate. Flick your phone over way and you'll get your full screen in then, I think, if you turn it sideways profile. There we go.
Me.
The autistic
I'm telling you, man.
How's channel doing?
It's doing all right. We're getting on towards 40 viewers, subscribers. We've only been going a month, so pretty pleased with that.
If there is any admin on that could do us a huge favour and share the Autistic Koi Keepers channel so that he can perhaps maybe get a few more people might subscribe to him. Go on then.
Can you spin the camera around? No. Can you spin it round, or is it?
Right, to spin it round, if you wanted to spin it round, you've got a little button that says more with 3 dots on it. You press on there and then go to settings, then go to camera, then switch to back. White fungus, mate. Aquaflavin is for the treatment, effective treatment for fin, tail and mouth rot, including ulcers, bacterial and fungal infections. I don't know if you can see that. Aquaflavin. That should sort you out, Yorkshire Koi. Right, let's put you on solo. 1 second. Why is this coming up like that? Solo layout. There we go.
Get it in the middle.
There you go, mate. Now, some of these are ones that are from New Forest Koi and your new selection of stuff that you got.
Yeah, they are. That one comes out the bubbles. That's the only can shower. Came off the auction. And then
your little kahaku as well, isn't it? As well, in that one.
Yeah, the little Dorichi kahaku. It's just down there. It's got a slight mark on its head, but I don't know if it's losing Benny or if it's just knocked itself. But okay, it had a split fin at the start, but that's all healed.
Good deal.
Just a tiny, you see the tiny little light patch on the head. And what else we got?
So it knocked itself a little bit on the Benny, mate. It should. When I first got my Deutsch one from Rick.
Yeah, it either knocked itself. It's either knocked itself when I last time I cleaned the tank out and split it in, or it's possibly losing Benny, but he's still indoors, so.
You might get a little bit lost with it being indoors, but
yeah.
normally goes lighter in colour than dropping off completely.
Yeah.
Might have just
That's
knocked
just
itself, mate, but if it has, it'll come good again.
That's the Becco. Came from Cottlebrook. Came about just under 2 inches long. Getting in focus. It's got a slight little bit of Benny there. He's done pretty great.
If it's got a bit of Benny on it, there ain't no Becco.
Well, it's just a little bit of secondary Benny, I think. I'm hoping more soon he's going to come up and cover it, but
Fingers crossed. Saying
yeah,
that, though, mate, it doesn't matter as long as you enjoy it, wherever it is.
Yeah, it's not from a proper Becco spawn. I think it's Ghost Anchor spawn. So.
The Kijako in there as well. Is that from New Forest?
No, they're Cottlebrook. They're Kijako from Cottlebrook.
Yeah, Kijako, yeah.
Yeah, this one. Oh.
Graham says we've got visitors due any moment, so I'll have to go catch you live again. Take it easy, mate. Vibes Aquatics. Yo, how's it going, man? I had a little bit of a check out of your channel yesterday. We were watching catch up on your, I think it was your Thursday night live that you did. Hope you're well, sir.
There we go.
Thank you very much, Vibes. Appreciate that, bud. You have to jump on his channel and come on and join us one evening, mate. Come on and talk about your tropics. I keep tropical fish myself as well, so feel free if you ever want to come on and have a natter about them, what you do and what you keep. Or vice versa, I can come on and jump on yours next time you're live. I hope you was mentioning about somebody that, I guess, somebody that's normally on your live that was either recovering from an operation or was taken ill or something. Speedy recovery to him, mate. Hope they get better soon. So how's the pond build going then, Carl?
I'll take you out there, but I'll probably lose the internet, so... It's coming to a bit of a stop. I'm waiting on the pipe work. It didn't come this weekend, so hopefully it's going to come Monday. We're still all covered up. Oh, not doing too bad.
Got all your insulation ready for going on inside then?
Yeah, it's all ready for going in. Can't really see because of the light, sunlight. Can't really see the picture. Yeah, that was the issue I had with the bottom drain being in.
Oh, there you go. Your signal is dropping. You're going to lose you. We might have lost him. Sexy in from solo layout. Looks like he's lost his connection there. He did warn us that he probably would do. 28 watching. Oh, there you got another one there from Chris Taylor, Yorkshire Koi. Another one. How the hell do you pronounce that? Side Effects, is that right? By Colombo is also good. Yeah, we've lost him. There we go. Now then, ladies and gents, we've got a couple of ponds to have a look at this week. Hopefully, as it picks up and people get into the swing of it, and I'll be advertising this a little bit more again on my Thursday night live as well. Hopefully, we'll get a few more people coming in. For those that's just joined in and popped in right now, I'll give you a quick swing round so you can see what's going on. I don't know about these. I nearly got my fingers in there again. There we go. Cal's back.
Yeah, lost the internet. I told you I'd lose the internet.
Thought you might do, mate.
Yeah. I'm just doing the tank at the moment. Taking it from that cracky water. So no crack on her. leave you to it in a minute. It takes me a while to clean it out.
I'll spin that round so you can see them. So you can see my garden pond for a quick one last recap. Excuse the washing, guys.
Yeah, it's looking nice.
Need to move this post and put it at the other side over there, and then my wife can still get washing out. Let's bang this one in solo. There we go. We'll take you for a quick last look at pond before we wrap up. My ace is all nearly, well, the leaves aren't fully open, but we're starting to get there now. Not so much more to grow and develop on them. All the fish down here. All doing good. Pond's looking sweet.
You've got better clarity than I have at the moment.
Well,
I've had the UV off for about a week, so
that's just been off for 2 days, but sorry, today, second day today, but
I was hoping to get it all back on today, but then we've had to go in the PP again.
Yeah, that's why I left it in jigs. I was tempted to remove it, but there is the odd couple of branches that need to be. You see how it's topping out here again? All these, all the new growth that's going to start coming up. I'm going to take a few of them off, but there are a couple of little branches on the inside that have died back from last year through winter that haven't done too well. But yeah, it's certainly, since I moved it there, I wanted to try and make it so it looked like it was sweeping across in this angle. There's a bit too much on crown now. Top wants to come out and get some of this growth trimmed out, but now I've got it sweeping down across over top of pond as well. You're going to want it to look like it's, you know, cascading across. And when lilies all come back up here and got this nice area and that foliage all opens up properly, hopefully, fingers crossed, that should give a nice sheltered area down this bottom end with the lilies and the cover shade area from that fish to retreat to when, well, I'm saying when, if we actually get a decent summer. So look, there's only a tiny little bit of food that I put in there, and they still aren't fired up for eating yet. They're not too keen.
No, mine weren't that bothered about food this morning.
So I switch back to front camera and we'll go back out and remove from solo. Let's have a quick look at these on his solo. There we go. It took me a long time. Jigs, I've had that ace in it. I bet I've had it 8 years, if not 9 years, to get it to that size. It's so slow growing. And I were a bit concerned that we might have killed it, or it might have died off with the amount of roots that we cut back when we chopped off. But Dad said he said it'd be fine. He shouldn't have any problem. And he trimmed all the roots back on it to stop them all from being able to grow that way. So hopefully now the remainder of them will grow towards the opposite neighbour's side. Which should be good then. Right then, folks, that's us hitting the hour and 36 mark. I've got a little bit of a video that I want to get edited and finished off and rattled off. We ain't got anybody else coming on to show us the ponds. So, on this first return for this season of the Live from the Filter Shed, thank you very much for everybody for joining us. Oh, sorry there, Jigs, you've put in there. They are slow growing. They tend to grow fast at a young age, then slow down. That bugger's been slow all the way through, mate. And believe it or not, when I tried to shape it on the main trunk when I tried to shape it back together. I was putting a bit of twist wire around it so I can bend it into place, and I clean snapped it in half, and I might have undone it back together, and it didn't die off, which is a real surprise. Oh, Crafty's in. How you doing, bud? Yo, bro. But yeah, I thought I'd killed it, mate. I clean snapped it through the main trunk. Well, clean in half. So I went out to the van and got a bit of mitre bond, squirted it on both sides, sprayed activator on it and just held it together, and it's set solid. I thought it's gonna die, and it didn't. Grown, continued to grow ever since. Can't even see where the split was now. Crafty's just joined us. How you doing, mate? Busy today? Or you doing all right? A lot of nice collection of fish there, mate, when you get them in pond.
Yeah, it should be. I'm still debating whether I've got enough money to enter Crafty's growing show, but I don't think it's going to be possible. It's also a 4-hour journey up there, so.
4 more tickets sold today, mate. So if you're thinking about doing it, you might want to get a wiggle on.
Yeah, I can't really do anything until Thursday when I get paid, so.
Well, it's not till Sunday, the actual, and it can do deliveries as well. Like Mr. Miyagi fixed the bonsai. Yeah, not quite the same thing, Jigs, but yeah, somewhat similar. Definitely fixed it, but not quite the same way as which Mr. Miyagi would have done. I don't think Mitre Mate was the kind of product he used, but it worked well. Did the job. Right then, I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. I'm going to bring this to
I've got to get off.
Well, thanks for showing us your fish, Cal. Appreciate it.
Right. Anytime.
Do you know how to get back off?
Yeah, it says X with a leave.
That's it.
That's it. Right. Nice talking to you, guys. See you soon.
Cheers, Cal. Catch you later. We've got wax on, wake off. Chris Taylor says great live. Take it easy, mate. Thank you very much for joining us, bud. Catch you guys on the Thursday GKP live. You sure will, mate. You definitely will. Usual thing, guys. If you've been enjoying this kind of content, do us a huge favour. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. And until the next one, which should be later this afternoon, or maybe this evening, keep smiling. We'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, wax on, wax off. Typo. Have a great one. Have a good afternoon, all. And Mark is with a. Not at all. See you on the next one, guys. Take care, all. Thanks for watching.